AskReddit by Clarence. What would be the consequences of 100% boycotting a company as massive as Amazon? In order to 100% boycott Amazon, you'd also need to boycott the companies that use Amazon Web Services. That's where they really make their money. Which means you'd have to boycott Sony, Facebook, Twitter X, 3M, Airbnb, Canva, Coca-Cola, Formula One, GoDaddy, Goldman Sachs, Heineken, Johnson & Amp, Johnson, LaunchDarkly, MAN, McAfee, Moderna, Netflix, Okta, Panasonic, Pinterest, Salesforce, Samsung, Siemens, Skoda, Snap, Starbucks, State Farm, Thomson Reuters, Toyota, TUI Hospitality, Twitch, Vanguard, Verizon, Warner Brothers, Discovery, Wealthfront, Zalando, and Zomato. Oh, and Reddit. It would have to be a global boycott. You would have to stop using something like 50% of the internet, since source is one of its backbones. Someone tried to eliminate Amazon, Google, and, I think, Facebook from their lives. Each individually, not all at the same time. Basically, each of them controls so much behind the scenes as to make the internet and tech virtually useless without them. Half the internet runs on Oz. You probably couldn't use any phone apps because they use Oz developer services. That depends on which branch of Amazon you are boycotting. Online shop? Yeah, it would be fine. You can find everything there on other places or good alternatives. Online hosting and web services? Good luck with that. You are using Amazon right now. Reddit is hosted on Amazon servers. If all Amazon servers went down at the same time, about half the internet would become inaccessible, including giants like Airbnb, Netflix and Twitch, along with many government services. This could very well cascade and cause the whole internet to be down. Well, Amazon owns Twitch, so you would be boycotting it too. Would we also have to boycott the millions of small businesses that sell on Amazon? Or just the products Amazon itself produces? Many of those small businesses have their own websites. I try to buy direct. 65,940,013 websites currently run off Amazon servers. These aren't just small websites either. You wouldn't even be able to watch Netflix, since it's hosted on Oz. No Spotify either. People will call me a pessimist when I say that we lost, but it's true. These big corporations own so much of everything that it's basically impossible to detach. I'm not advocating for giving up completely and bootlicking these companies, but I wish people didn't beat themselves and others up so much for basically being forced to use the services of these giant companies. It'd likely crash the global economy since so many businesses operate on Oz. It's not even possible at this point. You would have to get everyone on the internet in the entire world on board. Don't forget, boycotts don't really work unless it is supported by organized labor and strikes. Otherwise, any damage done, change affected is temporary. A lot of unemployment. They would go out of business if it lasted very long. Then some other company would grab up their market share and do the same thing, because obviously they are selling something people want. No, they wouldn't. Amazon has more money from Oz and you can't boycott Oz. Amazon, giving RFK. You, losing a service that isn't even remotely of the same quality legal securities in the hard shopping realm. World, replacing Shitcorp number 1 with Shitcorp number 2, who is totally different than number 1 but does exactly the same stuff exactly the same way. Governments, oh god, thanks, we once again got skipped in taking responsibility for shitty laws that allow shitcorps to be shitty. Lol, citizens are so dumb. Assuming everyone everywhere stopped using Amazon at once, Amazon would be the party least affected. Netflix would stop working, as would several major banks, Pinterest, Snapchat, Twitch, Disney+, Max, Fubo, LinkedIn, Reddit would all go down. Pretty much tens of thousands of online services ranging from Lyft and Airbnb all the way down to the Chinese restaurant down the road that has the PDF of their menu in S3 would stop. The Amazon marketplace you buy things from would be and is fairly incidental in the grand scheme. Nothing. Unless you could convince everyone around the world to do it, it wouldn't matter jack squat. Good luck with that one. Ever heard of too big to fail? Well, there is also too big to boycott. Amazon is one of those. Start with Nestle. As an individual, they wouldn't event notice. Good luck getting people on board with their dependence, in the USA at least. Amazon has global presence, you'd have to get people on board that don't even care about where their package comes from. Their entire retail branch seeing zero business would just be a correction in their overall business model. Unfortunately, you'd mostly inconvenience yourself. Amazon takes in hundreds of billions of dollars in retail sales a year. To say if their retail branch saw zero business would be just a correction is totally incorrect. The profit margin is much tighter such that a majority of their profit comes from orders. That means the operating cost of the online store is enormous. Without any revenue, it would collapse and well over 1 million people would lose their job. Something like 40% of the internet is on Amazon servers. So you'd have to also boycott other things like Netflix, Pinterest and Reddit to name but a few. Ours is like the pipes you never see delivering water to your taps every day. So boycotting Amazon, the store page, will do fuck all. And boycotting the Amazon servers will mean everyone would pretty much have to stop using the internet. You'd pay more and wait longer to get stuff. The internet would crumble. Somebody post that image of brands and subsidiaries. It was mainly about Nestle I think, but the parallel should be obvious. They'd have Congress make it illegal to boycott them or something. Personally, you would probably be slightly inconvenienced, but also slightly happier. Jeffrey Bezos, CEO, entrepreneur, born in 1964, would be disappointed. He put his back into it, he told you why, he showed you how, and he looked at himself then and now. Bezos hasn't been CEO of Amazon for almost 3 years. My stock portfolio would take a big hit.